Hey guys, what's going on? It's Verbal, and this is FNG. Jesus, I completely forget what episode
14.
we're on. 14. Thank you, Larry.
Well, if you
And
could load up fng.podby.com, you know.
shit, I suck. And today we have Xbox Ahoy, or as he's known in real life, Stuart. Stuart, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, really. It's a pleasure to be here.
Appreciate you taking the time, man. Especially considering it's just past midnight there in England.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm quite the night owl, so it suits me just fine.
Fantastic, mate. Wow, what a radio voice this guy has. You're freaking me out, man.
I'd love to do something like radio at night. All alone. You're just playing some tunes. That'd be nice. Proper laid back, chilled out.
I can see you as that sort of like easy listening tunes to while away the night with type radio jock on BBC or something like that. That makes sense to me. I can feel that.
Yeah.
I think he rivals the guy from the YouTube video that went viral. You know the bum who had a radio voice.
Yep.
I think he rivals that.
It's better.
Ted Williams, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was quite a sad tale of him, I think, wasn't it? Didn't he go back into the spiral of drugs and alcohol again?
Yeah.
As soon as he blew up. Yep. Alcohol and drugs.
A shame. That sucks.
Yep.
No. Yeah. I suppose.
Apparently
he was homeless for a reason.
Somebody picked him up again. He was the radio host for, I think, a football team, like an NFL football team or something now.
Well, they were offered. He was offered for the Cleveland, not football, basketball. Jesus.
Oh, the Cavaliers?
Yeah, Cavaliers. Can't believe I can remember that.
Wow.
All right. So I guess we're going to kind of copy PKA here. So we're going to toss you an awkward question, Stuart. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Yes, go for it.
It's real quick, so you got to answer in 10 seconds or less. Ready?
All right. Yes. Let's
Okay.
go.
Out of the following three, who would you fuck? Who would you kill? Who would you marry? Oprah, Bill Gates, Donald Trump. Go.
I would marry Bill Gates for the money. I would kill Oprah.
Good answer.
Just for the good of the world, and I'd fuck whoever the last guy was.
Who's the guy? Donald
Donald
Trump.
Trump.
Donald Trump.
I don't care. I'm married to Bill Gates.
Fucking awesome answer.
If anybody marries Bill Gates and fucks Donald Trump, you're in business. I don't care what you
for
do
real.
for that.
Never mind a prenup.
You got to admit, there's a guy that's done fairly well for himself. He's built IBM, and now his entire life is about giving away the money that there's no way he can possibly spend. If you're married to that, yeah, you've done well.
When you've gone to a place in your life where it's impossible for you to spend all your money, I mean, I can't envision like anybody getting to that spot. Like, how much money does he really have? Does anybody know about?
Oh, no clue.
No one does, dude. He's just rich out of his fucking mind.
Does he even know how much money he has?
I
Probably
reckon he
not.
probably could spend it if he wanted to.
Like buy a small country or something?
Yeah, there's stuff you can buy. I've always wanted an aircraft carrier, and they can't be cheap.
Let's be honest. If you did a video about an aircraft carrier, that would be the longest fucking video on YouTube ever.
No, but like just go like shop for Australia or something.
I'm gonna buy Australia today.
Yeah.
Dude, he could buy the states out of debt. That's how much money he has.
No, but like get like Sasbin to do videos for you because you own him now.
That would be pretty cool. So, Mr. Stewart, Mr. Xbox Ahoy, I hear you play a little bit of COD, and you do some pretty nifty little things with your videos.
Yes, I suppose you could say I do a series of strategy guides for the fine game that we're all involved with, Call of Duty. I started with Modern Warfare 2, of course, and I'm doing Black Ops now. The focus is on the weapons. I suppose you could call it a series of weapons guides, if you wanted to.
Would you ever do something other than a weapons guide? Because, I mean, let's be honest, your voice is fucking sexy.
I would love to, actually. I'd love to diversify and maybe do something that isn't Call of Duty. I really would.
Well, have you ever considered doing like just a normal commentary or something of the sorts?
Well, yeah, I've actually done a few commentaries on. I've got a backup channel, and I've posted a few there, but they're not really my forte. I can do them, but I prefer to do like a prepared script reading and actually have a structured video because I find those, they tend to work a little bit better. They're a bit more work, but
I would pay to see you do a live commentary, man. It would be epic. He's like, well, I'm playing Black Ops 9 now. I don't know.
I'd love to, but I don't know. I've got this image, and I'd kind of like to maintain the image. And if I was
I
to play Black Ops, I might curse.
Yeah, I can see that. Has the military channel approached you yet?
They have not, no.
Wow,
I'm still
why not?
waiting.
What's the
Right.
military channel?
Seriously, Seb?
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
We have a military channel here in America, and it's probably in the UK as well. It's just literally called the military channel, and it has
Oh, really?
shows about, I don't know, guns and weapons and, I don't know, destruction.
He's just used to the Polar Bear channel and the Igloo channel in Canada.
Yeah, see,
And the
knew
Ice
that was
channel. Come on.
military channel. Yeah, let's see.
You can go have a look at it. So a buddy of ours, Chuck or Ask a Capper, had a question for you, and I wanted to pass it on. What was your inspiration to starting these guides? How did you come up one day and be like, oh, you know what I could do? I could do the best fucking weapons guides in the history of the planet with my amazing accent and really prepare for them and, be amazing.
Well, that's an interesting one. I was completely unaware of the YouTube community until I sort of dove headfirst into it. I had no idea that the Call of Duty game was, that popular. What I was inspired by was probably something along the lines of TV shows like Future Weapons.
Wow.
I saw, Future Weapons, and, I saw them talking about this cool hardware, and I thought, hey, that's pretty darn cool. And then, of course, Modern Warfare 2 was on the horizon, and you see a game with all this cool hardware, all this cool stuff, and I think, I could talk about some of that. I could make a video and talk about maybe the weapons of Modern Warfare 2.
So at that point in time, where were you thinking, what would your audience be? Who was going to watch that?
Well, I was thinking I'd do it the hard way, make my own audience.
Nice.
I bought the domain XboxAhoy.com with the intent of making, a website and maybe having video as a supporting media.
And then suddenly it was like, well, how do I upload it to my website? I guess I could put it on YouTube. And then, did you stumble across our community from that? Or, how did that work?
Well, what happened is I actually made a video detailing the Modern Warfare 2 themes for the Xbox 360 dashboard.
Oh, okay.
So I recorded, a very quick video just showing those themes off. Thought, okay, nice quick video. Works well as a sort of a complement to a quick blog post or whatever. Posted on YouTube. And then overnight, I got something in the region of 2,500 views, which doesn't sound like a lot. But to me, that was amazing.
No, that's huge, especially if you're that's your first couple of videos. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think
crazy.
I posted some quality tests with my HD PVR, and I was dialing in the quality settings. But other than that, I had maybe 80 views tops on a video. So to put a video out and have 2,500 views overnight was incredible. I thought, hang on a minute, this is big.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, wait. I want to know, because your videos are like you were saying in the pre-stream, it takes you 30 hours to do or whatever, but I don't know, what's your background? Have you, do you do this on a professional level at all?
I don't know. I'm a web developer by trade, but that means I've got stuff like graphics. I'm pretty good with Photoshop. And that that translates fairly well into doing graphics for videos because it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed because, to be honest, a lot of people have talked about you in the past, and there's only certain, YouTubers that I follow and just kind of try to stay up with. So I think it was maybe a week or two ago I started watching your videos, and one thing that I noticed was, obviously, other than the amount of detail that you put in, is the little nuances. Like when you change slides, quote unquote slides in your videos, you have that old projector click, and I just thought that was crazy. That's the detail that you need to get really big and to put out really quality content. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Dude, sorry, but I just want to say, I bet you half the people who watch your videos don't even know what the slide projector click is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense because, the graphics I show don't really look like slides. But I think it works on a sort of basic level. I mean, I think I designed the slides to resemble a phosphor CRT, Cold War tech, which makes no sense if you think about it. But I think from an experience perspective, it kind of works.
Yeah, it's definitely old school.
Yeah. Fallout 3, of course, was definitely an influence.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that, definitely.
But then, I mean, Cold War tech and 1950s tech, as you'd see in Fallout, is kind of very parallel.
Interesting.
So the added sound effects, that was something I added with the Black Ops series. I didn't have that in the Modern Warfare 2 series. But, between Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, I thought, these guys are catching up to me, these other YouTubers. I've got to step up my game. I've got to think, how can I take this to the next level? How can I, go from what I did in Modern Warfare 2 and bring it for Black Ops. So I stepped up the level of graphics preparation, the sort of the detail, the sound effects, and some of the animation effects as well.
I feel like I need to go get a cup of coffee. Your voice is like a lullaby. Like it's putting me to sleep. It's beautiful.
It's hard not to talk about it, right? I mean, like, I don't want to be like spend the whole podcast saying, Stu, your voice is awesome, but fuck, I mean, every time he says something, it just sounds so much cooler than like if I were to say it. I'd be like, well, I reckon the guns are awesome and the damage is no, dude. Fucking Stu does it great.
You read off a script though. I'm assuming you have a script, but like you're reading word for word off of something you've typed out and ready to say, right?
Yes. Some might consider that cheating, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not like they do it on the news, they do it on TV shows. It's just how to get to a professional standard. You've got to prepare what you're going to say.
All right, so I got a question for you. Is it one big long take? Because I do the same thing. I don't have a script per se, but I have like if I ever have like an opinion or something I want to talk about, I'll have like 4 or 5 things that I want to cover these topics, and then it's a hint to myself, right? You're halfway through, you should be halfway through your topics type thing. But do you do it all in one take where it's 7 minutes long and you don't breathe, or is it more of a case of like here's a 30-second segment I will get perfectly right and then add that in? How does that work?
Well, I write the script in probably something in the region of 50 chunks, basically sentences or paragraphs. And then what I do is I'll read them straight through. I'll start at chunk 1, I'll read that chunk, and then I'll read chunk 2, then chunk 3. But if I fluff or if I mumble or just otherwise mess up a line, what I'll do is I'll repeat it.
Gotcha.
And then what I'll do is in post-production, I'll extract each of the chunks and then save them out.
Wow. Okay, I'm completely fascinated by it now. I don't know if anyone else gives a shit about this type of stuff, but to me, it's like I rarely ever do one video on one take, mainly because, I mean, not that I have the level of professionalism that Stuart puts to his videos, but I also want to make sure that I'm 100% happy with something going out. So, like Larry and Seb, I don't know what you guys feel, but it's rare that I do a commentary and that it's the first go and that's out. Like, it's usually 2, if not 3 takes, definitely.
Oh, dude, 2 or 3, I can take like up to an hour just recording like a 5-minute video, because I'll repeat it like 5 times. Cause I just don't have like the level of speaking that like a guy like Stu or maybe yourself Verbal has. But I mean,
well, you're also doing it in your secondary language. Like, this is not French for you. This is English.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could probably like whip one out in French pretty quick, but like just the way Stuart talks and even yourself Verbal. And Larry as well, but I mean, he's an asshole to me, so I really don't care.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, he deserved that, let's be honest.
But whipping out a first take, I mean, like, with that quality is hands down something I admire, because I just can't do it. Like, I'll repeat it so much that my girlfriend comes down and she'll be like, what are you doing? Repeating the same fucking phrase over and over again. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's up, Mr. I Try Hard? Fuck! Everybody, what's up, Mr. I Try Hard? Shit! Like that. Like, that's just basically all I do. Like,
you'd be surprised. A lot of my outtakes sound a bit like that.
See, we should totally have an outtake video from you. That would be fucking hilarious. And now the Enfield, which is fucking bollocks, shit.
Somebody did that. Somebody else was really, really good with his mic. Oh my god, help me out. He's the guy who says Operator Perry.
Oh yeah.
You know, the guy who screams out quad. He is one of the also like best speakers, like who does like commentary and shit. Yeah, and he put out one of his videos with like a 5-minute video of just his outtakes, and it was one of his most best received videos of like all time, and I really, really enjoyed that one.
See, when I do it, I kind of do it in one shot most of the time. 99% of my videos are all done at once. I just do it and get it out. I think the one that took me the longest, maybe probably an hour of commentary, was the replay of us getting stomped, or actually the one of us winning when we played Woody and T-Mart and all those guys.
Oh yeah.
I actually did that one probably like 5 times, and I was getting more frustrated with the fact that I was doing it over than the fact that I was messing up what I was saying. Like, that was just totally frustrating me.
So
wait, you do all your stuff in one take?
Yep.
Wow.
What a pro.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, I wouldn't say my job, but I go up and I talk in front of people I have no idea who they are every day, and they could be anywhere from 30 people to 500 people every day.
Yeah, when you do it for a living, that's kind of different, I guess.
Kudos kudos.
So, Stuart, how are you? Are you ever going to be done? And if you are ever going to be done, how are you close to being done with all the weapons? How is that going for you?
Let me think. I think I'm working on episode 11 of 42 at the minute.
Holy
so I've got a ways to go.
And do you think you'll have them all? Do you have them all done by the time the next game will be?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely. I was a little slow off the mark with Modern Warfare 2. Okay. I think I was doing one a month for the first few, and then I took a bit of a break, and then I thought, hang on a minute, I've got about 30 guides to do and about 6 months. So I had to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, kick yourself in gear. So hold on, because I feel like we're getting a video from you at least a week now, maybe a little bit more than that.
I've been doing one a week, which is, considering there's 52 weeks in a year, 42 weapons, that's approaching a year, plus some time to develop the new series.
I was about to say plus. I mean, these are taking you, what, 30 hours, you were saying?
It's basically a part-time job, I guess.
Jesus, man. Well, I certainly hope those Google checks are coming in and helping you out there a little bit. Fucking A. So give us a bit of your opinion, because, I mean, we get a lot of, this is your opinion on, the gun and a snarky little comment at the end about how, you'll own with this gun or something. It's always funny, but we never get your opinions on Black Ops. So maybe this is your chance to talk a little bit about what you feel and what you're thinking.
Okay, well, Black Ops, I think a lot of people have started to complain about Black Ops, that it's boring or that it's somehow unbalanced, that Ghost is... it alters the game in a way that's less enjoyable. But, Black Ops is a game, and I will say that the perks are probably more balanced than any other Call of Duty game that I've seen. The weapons, maybe less so. I think the weapon diversity leaves a little bit to be desired. If you compare it to something like Modern Warfare 2, any of the assault rifles in Modern Warfare 2 were competitive, whereas it tends to be the FAMAS, the AUG in Black Ops, and you don't see so much of the other ones. The Commando's popular as well, and the AK. But some of the SMGs in Black Ops, stuff like the Mac 11, they're just not competitive.
Yeah,
I tried getting a gameplay with that Mac 11, dude. It's like, unless you put extended mags on that thing, it's just terrible. It's probably one of the worst Call of Duty guns I've ever played with of all time. It has to.
Well,
yeah. There's a lot of guns that they actually specify what perk you have to use. Like, say the Kill Paris, for instance. Like, you have to put Scavenger on, otherwise you're going to kill one fucking person and run around with your secondary trying to pick up another weapon the whole time.
Yeah, a lot of the 20 size magazines, you need Scavenger, otherwise you are going to run out. Same with the Scorpion, same with the Mac 11, and a couple of other ones, I think.
All right, Stu, if we have to ask you, what's your favorite gun of all time in Black Ops, and, of course, your least favorite as well?
Oh, favorite? It depends how you define favorite. A favorite gun can be the one that you do best with, which in my case, it could be the AK-47 in my case. Or it could be the gun that surprises you the most, the one that that feels pretty good and handles well. And I don't know, I haven't really used that many of them. I've used the good ones, but I've not really touched on. Don't get me wrong, I've used the G11 and I know how good it is.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't really used, say for instance, I've not really taken the FAL. I've not really used that one too much.
See, one thing that I've noticed, it's probably just mental with me, but say for instance, it seems like the Commando, the G11 are maybe very host dependent. So what I mean by that is that it depends on your connection to the host. But I could still be on a 2-bar and use a FAMAS and not hit anything. And then someone, drops a Commando and I pick that up, and then all of a sudden I do 10 times better with that gun than I would if I equipped it in the first place, which is kind of ridiculous. Same thing with the 47. If I'm playing on the on a relatively weak connection or, really weak 4-bar, then I do really well with the AK-47. But if I'm playing on a 4-bar or my host, I get absolutely trashed.
I think, well, to be fair, I think all of the guns are connection dependent. The entire game is. So, I don't know. Some guns are more forgiving, like the FAMAS with its rate of fire. I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that trumps anything.
I think the only reason that people use the FAMAS so much is not because it's one of the better guns. I think it's just because it has a high rate of fire, and it what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't suffer so much from lag. So even if you are on like a 3-bar, if you spray and pray with the FAMAS, you'll get away with it a whole lot more than you will if you're using like an AK-47 or
Yeah.
something like a Commando, which
hear
apparently has the same damage as an AK for some reason.
Oh yeah, apparently the Galil, the AK, and the Commando are all statistically very similar. The only difference is magazine size in the case of the Galil.
Oh, they don't feel the same at all. That's for
I
sure.
think the visual recoil is different, but the actual recoil is identical. They've been very, very lazy when it comes to the diversity of the stats.
Oh,
The
okay.
SMGs the SMGs all have the same recoil, all have the same fire rate. They're all identical.
So hold on, you're saying the visual recoil and the actual recoil are different. So if I'm watching my screen and I'm shooting, the visual recoil may be different with the Commando than, say, the AK-47?
Yeah, for instance, the AK-47 bounces up and down, but the actual shots, they don't really move about. They'll go up and to the right slightly, but the AK itself will bounce up and down, but that won't affect your aim. Whereas the Commando might not bounce up and down, but the aim pattern of the actual spread of the recoil will be, statistically, the same as the AK.
Wow, that's weird. Am I
Yeah.
the only one who doesn't use a certain gun because I just don't like the way it looks and like the way it feels? Like, I never use the Commando because I hate the fact that this is gonna sound so stupid, and you guys are gonna get on my ass for that. But you know how it has a strap that goes over and under it?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't use it because of that one strap. I just keep on looking at it, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not using that gun. I just can't pick it for some reason.
Oh yeah, aesthetics are like a hell of a lot in a game. Like, to be honest, doesn't this go back to our argument that Modern Warfare 2 was a better looking game?
It's not, but whatever. Go ahead.
It's
It's really not.
Argument.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but I don't know.
I'm with you there. I think like the Galil, I can spend a certain amount of time with it, and then I just get annoyed with it. I can't explain why. It's something to do with the iron sight, something about the red or the round bit of it. I don't know. It's weird. I'm with you there, definitely.
I don't know. I think when I don't like using any of the sights, red dot or reflex sight, really on any weapon. I think it messes with me more than it should. I think it takes so much up of my screen. I don't know, for whatever reason, that I just don't like it. The iron sights don't distract me. Like, for instance, if you put the reflex sight on the M16, I'm staring at the fucking reflex sight for the entire game. Like, Jesus, this thing's in my way when I'm trying to look around.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, did you guys play the new maps?
All right, well,
Wow,
Whoa,
that
hello.
went quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, Larry, I think he...
You
Did
cut
it-
out there for a second there?
Yeah, I think Larry lagged out.
He doesn't like us anymore. We'll let him come back here in a second. Yes, I definitely played the maps. Mr. Xbox Ahoy, Stuart,
Yes, I've bought the maps and I've played them briefly. Yes, and I played them enough. They're just like the other maps, really. Nothing special. There's some new sight lines, some new corners to hide in. But
Well-
apart from that, it's business as usual.
Well, they did add some new features like the zip line and the bridges that fall now. I mean, do you guys am I the only one who thinks that that's just pure bullshit?
No, I totally agree. It's like, it's not, I don't know, it's bullshit. Complete crap.
They're gimmicks, really. I mean, I don't think they really add anything to the gameplay. They're just, they're there and nobody's really going to use them because they don't serve any functional use. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can fly across the map and leave yourself vulnerable, but you're probably going to die.
Plus, in that map, like, Kowloon is such a fucking rat maze of bullshit with corners and, every single door and everything and I hate that map. Like, that map pisses me off every time I play it.
you guys can hear me now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but fuck Logitech. I'm gonna blame it on my microphone.
Nice.
But no, perfect example is, you guys know that I play split screen with my wife every now and then before I get frustrated and punch doors or break things. But
Nice.
so me and her, we were playing earlier this morning, and we had one guy on our team that was an absolute camping monster, and he was getting dogs in a SR-71, which, hey, I'm not facing him, so it's all good. But we do fantastic in all like 5 or 6 matches in a row. Then we get to Kowloon, same 5-man team that we're playing against, and all these motherfuckers camp like above, like in the monkey room. I call it the butt monkey room after playing these douchebags. But they're in that room or they're below that room. Ghosts, camping, claymores everywhere, and we ended up losing just because of that, just the way the map was set up. And we had retarded teammates, and my wife went 3-17. So
Kowloon is just stupid, dude. It's okay. Kowloon's stupid, Berlin Wall is just a flat map, and you just sit on both sides of that Berlin Wall and just shoot yourself. And Stadium is a cluster. It's worse than Nuketown, dude. Like,
I love Stadium.
Yeah, because it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Well, see, like, if you play, like, I like Berlin Wall because the lines of sight are a little bit different than Discovery. Discovery is a fucking camp fest. Like, you guys know that one cave at the back and some fucking douchebags just laying back there sniping?
Wait, really? You don't like Discovery? That's like one of my favorite maps. Like, I would rate that above.
I think Discovery is quite a good one for flanking, I found.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I was using the RPK with the thermal sight, and I was trying to camp my ass off.
Nice.
And every time I found a good sight line, someone with an AK-74 came round and shot me in the back. Every single time. I had such a bad game.
To be fair, when I meet someone with an infrared scope on an RPK, I find it pretty funny and shoot him in the ass too.
Yeah. I can safely say that will be not something I'm recommending.
Wait, didn't you say that on Twitter the other day? I remember seeing that and laughing at that. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, I never complain about weapons in the videos, but sometimes I like to complain a little bit on Twitter. It's my vent.
Have you ever come upon like a weapon setup, like, I don't know, some weird freaky thing that actually works?
Well, there aren't too many surprises because, like I say, the stats tell the most of the story. Yeah, but I mean, stuff like the stakeout, I like the stakeout, and I think that's probably an underappreciated weapon. Because it's a shotgun, and the shotguns aren't terribly versatile. But the stakeouts are really consistent, and it's got great reach on it as well.
I watched that video, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I've been so tempted to try it out, but I'm like, no, Larry, it's just another video, and he does really well with it. It doesn't mean you will, because I get shit on when I use a shotgun.
He just makes every weapon look like a beast, and I'm keeping it in the back of my head watching that video. I'm like, nope, the Scorpion still sucks. I know it does. It's terrible. Just don't use it.
Oh, the Scorpion's another one I like. That's between the Scorpion and the stakeout. Those are probably my two favorite weapons so far.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, Scorpion's fine if you're clearing a room, but if you're aiming at somebody who's more than 20 feet away, it's like you're shooting pebbles at them.
Well, it's if you can kill someone with 5 pebbles, you're doing pretty good.
True that.
And the fact that it's got a completely flat trajectory, and if you can aim, then the Scorpion is a great gun.
Right. So, Stuart, what's your KD, if you don't mind divulging?
Oh, I don't actually know. I want to say it's higher than 1.4. It was 1.4, but I think it's slightly higher now. But I couldn't tell you exactly what it is.
That has to be good, like, considering you use like the stupidest setups. Yeah.
I mean, I don't play for my KDR. I mean, I could, maybe score for, go for a 2 KDR if I just use the weapons that I liked with the configurations that I liked. Mm. But
where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I like to get outside my comfort zone and run around with dual-wielding pistols or something.
Have you ever come
dual-wielding pistols? I love it.
Have you ever come upon a setup where you're like, I'm never going to get a clip for this. This is not going to work?
I generally have low expectations of the long-range scopes on the high-recoil weapons, like the RPK with thermal scope. I played 2 games with that. I think I went 9 and 30 on the first game. That was the one on Discovery.
Wow.
It was a terrible game. And
Ouch.
Then... Hang on. I think I broke even on the next game. I got 2 kills in a row, and I thought, you know what? That'll do.
And we're good. That's the clip I need for this series.
I got a 2-kill feed. That's going on YouTube.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need to have the massive, huge gameplay. You're trying to say, right, look, here's a weapon, and here's all of its different attachments, and this is what it's like. So you get 3, 4, 5 kills. Good, done.
Yeah. Because he's probably the type of player, like, he goes to work on Black Ops. He's like, okay, I got to get some clips for this thing, you know what I mean? Like, unlike we just get on and we, try to win and stuff. Like, he gets on, for his clips.
Actually, that brings up a really good question, which I've got 2 parts to this question. Same question, just different things. So, do you have a favorite game mode yourself playing when you play? And do you have a favorite game mode that'll help you get clips when you're using these crazy little setups? Or is it the same, or how does that work?
Okay, well... Do you know, my favourite game mode is probably free-for-all. Although I'm going to add a bit of a caveat on that. It used to be free-for-all. Modern Warfare 2 free-for-all was a lot of fun. I had, such great times running around with even the secondary weapons. Running around with shotguns and free-for-all. It was amazing. It was great, and I loved it. it was pretty much the only way I could enjoy Modern Warfare 2, because the team games were full of the normal stuff, which the game was maligned for.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but free-for-all, I mean, yeah, people can YouTube and free-for-all, but it doesn't really help them too much, especially, because I can run around and shoot them with shotguns or SMGs or whatever. So free-for-all used to be a great, great mode. I loved it. But Black Ops, I have to say I'm not such a fan of the free-for-all in Black Ops.
Yeah, I've played it a few times.
Yeah, it's because of the prevalence of stuff like Ghost and the fact that
and I would hesitate and say that it's also because wager matches got introduced, and wager matches are so much more fun than free-for-all is. Like, if I'm going to play on my own against other people, it's going to be a wager match 20 times, or 20 times out of 21 times or something. I don't know.
You're exactly right. Yeah, it's the people who enjoyed running around with different weapons, they've gone to the wager matches, which is it's left a class of player in free-for-all that I guess they're bothered about their KDR.
Yeah.
And it turns the game into this horrible, horrible mire where everybody just... I wouldn't say they camp. There are people who do move, but they're a lot more cautious when they move.
It's really like playing... oh, Jesus. What's the wager match where you just have the pistol and the bullet?
One in the chamber.
Yeah, it's like playing one in the chamber. I mean, that's almost like TDM at this point. That's really what it's... I mean, I'm not a big TDM player. I like TDM. I like going out. I like the objective of killing other people. But at the same time, it's just, fuck. They're all going to sit in the same room, like 7 people are going to sit in the same room with their claymores all over the place.
Yeah. By the way, I know we said we wouldn't do this, but did anyone notice that Stuart used the word mire in a sentence about a minute ago? I thought that was really cool. I was kind of impressed.
I didn't understand it, so I just decided to disregard it.
Tried to ignore the word. That's, wow, vocab for the win. You rule.
It's got 4 letters. It's not that much of a word.
That's
his name is verbal.
Shut up, you.
But in Black Ops, I tend to play probably team deathmatch, maybe mercenary team deathmatch, because I mean ultimately when I'm going for clips, I want kills. So games that are focused around getting kills are generally what I go for. Ground War's a good one, especially for stuff like explosives. If I wanted to get like noob tube kills, I'd go into a ground war lobby, for instance.
You use the noob tube?
Oh man, I love the noob tubes. They're great. Everybody should use them.
You know what? My next, I do these series. I don't know if you. Actually, I think you are subbed to me from Reddit a while back, right?
Oh yeah. How many subs did you have back then?
I want to say like 20.
Yes, I'll be probably in your top 20 then.
Fantastic. Oh my god, Xbox Ahoy is my top 20 fucking subs. That's awesome.
Wow.
I was trying to branch out, and I figured, well, there are people on Reddit, maybe they'll care, and I got like 5 of you, so you were one of those 5 that came over. But I was going to say, so I do this series where I break down people's gameplay, and this one kid sent me gameplay recently, and he's in firing range, and he's looking at the Jeep, and he puts someone into second chance, and then he sees someone else there. So he moves out of the way of the door, selects his noob tube, and then shoots the noob tube at the Jeep, which explodes and kills them both. And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. That was really, really clever. And that's the way to use it.
Absolutely. There's it's great in domination as well. I mean, especially if you're playing aggressively, because you can assault a point, spam tubes on there, and then cap the point for yourself. It's a really useful tool. It really is.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, I was about to say
it hurts my soul. Hurts my soul.
Oh, they're fine in Black Ops. There's nothing wrong with noob tubes in Black Ops.
I think it's just a carryover from Modern Warfare 2. It just happened so much that even like the word, it's like chalk or nails on a chalkboard.
Have you guys been back to Modern Warfare 2 recently and tried? Because you do get noob tubed within like 10 seconds of starting. It's ridiculous.
Nope. Private match for the win.
Yeah, not much fun.
It's been a while since I put the disc in, I'll be honest.
Well, that's all going to change now, right? I mean, we're all just about to go back to Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, yeah. I heard they were going to patch the rock.
We're not going to be able to get into the rock anymore. I'm kind of sad.
Hey, guys, we patched that fucking rock on fuel like 6 months late. Now you can all go back and use your one-man army noob tubes on that map.
To be honest, that rock was bullshit.
Well, it was, but it was so far out that, there was, no objective was ever there. The only times, and I you probably like FFA a whole lot, Stuart. So I mean, I understand, but for a guy like me running, CTF, running demo, running dom. Like there was no point to that whole like right side of the map. I mean, I
completely.
just don't understand.
Well, hold on. I found a point to it. So I got a buddy of mine, Platinum Mr. Plow, to take me into a private match one day because I was like, I want to know how to get into this fucking thing. Like, just explain it to me. And he God bless his little soul, but he got me in there eventually. And he was like, look, the best thing you can do is every time you start a match, do this. Go to the rock, get yourself in the rock, and then plant a claymore and then leave.
Oh.
No, but you can't leave the rock, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
and then the next time some other retard idiot goes and gets in the rock, bang, you get 50 points or 100, depending on your game type.
See, what I hated about that, though, was when those maps first came out, I didn't know what help it was, so I was always playing by myself, so it was always Mercenary Team Deathmatch or Team Deathmatch or something like that.
Yeah.
And some douche would go in there with his intervention and just fucking snipe my whole team of retards to his chopper gunner. That's why I hated that rock.
Yeah, there were like 5 guys around that one rock shooting at it. And this one dude just like there with a shotgun fucking killing everybody.
Oh my god! I probably lost my voice like 10 times screaming into my mic. Don't go to the rock. Just avoid it.
You see, what I did is I took the RPD with FMJ and just sprayed the rock down because FMJ was pretty good against that.
Wait, does a rock count as a surface? Like does it count as surface penetration?
Oh yeah,
I believe it does. Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely kill kids in there. You just couldn't see them. So, like to Stuart's point, you just take something with a ridiculous clip size with fucking
magazine.
Yep, sorry, my bad. Damn. Wow, I'm getting schooled. Hold on, who invited this kid on our podcast? Fuck. I'm screwed. But hold on, what else was in the update? It wasn't just the rock. There were other things. Like,
they just fixed. Yeah. They just fixed the fact that, 1 out of 2 lobbies now on Modern Warfare 2, at least for PS3, is a hacked lobby with, like, fucking JTAG kids. And, they just brought a fix to that, like, more security issues, and they fixed the rock. Like, I'm not sure why they fixed it at this point. I mean, it's just like, guys, there will be no more hacking now, and we fixed the rock.
Come back. Clearly I'm going out to Best Buy right now. I'm going to go get my copy of Modern Warfare 2 for my PlayStation because clearly that's a good investment at this point. Like, I'm down.
That's a quick question. You guys ever played on or in a modded lobby or JTAG lobby?
Yep.
So, like in pubs?
I've been in one like 3 times and backed out all 3 times. Just been like I don't want to have super fast mode. Like, no.
They cropped up in free for all every once in a while.
Well, see, the one I remember playing and just jumping into a lobby, and it was a Team TAC Search and Destroy on Carnival, so one of the DLCs. And I can't remember, it was like one shot, 1 kill, or whatever.
I remember that, yeah. I think they increased the multiplier on stopping power, so anything. Yeah. I was using the Vector. I think that was during the Vector video. I got into this lobby where 1 bullet from the Vector would kill anything.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I remember playing, and like the kids that I was playing with, they one of them had a JTAG or a modded Xbox, so he knew right away, like he was into that community, I guess. And it was a search and destroy, and he just busts out these Akimbo P90s and just fucking snipes people across the map. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit.
Oh, here's another story. Back in Modern Warfare 2 days, if you used an underbarrel shotgun on a gun like the FAL or something.
Oh my god, that was
okay. Look, because you know how the FAL never lost power over range, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So if you use an underbarrel shotgun, it was the same thing. So it never lost power over range.
No
but if you use that if you use that in headquarters, not headquarters, in a hardcore mode like hardcore TDM or whatever, you could snipe people with that underbarrel shotgun. It was a 1-hit kill from long range.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. So you would join a hardcore game mode. People would lay in bushes, fucking shooting off that underbarrel shotgun for days.
That's ridiculous. See, shit like that makes the game unplayable. Which,
yep.
You know what I think happened here is JD 2020 and the Modern Warfare 2 team got a kick in the ass from Activision, and were like, why is our one game developer, putting out patches constantly and maintaining a staff that is listening to a community of people, even granted how small YouTube is in comparison to the amount of people playing the game, but hey, here is a hardcore set of group of people playing it, do something about it, why aren't you guys also doing that? And then they were like, oh, we can do it too, look at us, we can do it too, and fucking too late there, buddies.
Well, that's what's, I guess maybe this wasn't one of our topics, but how active, Treyarch is with the YouTube community. I mean, you see like Hutch's tweets, he's like, Jesus guys, he's like, leave me alone, I'm not a spokesperson for Treyarch or whatever. But how involved they are and how quick these patches come along, or updates is incredible. So regardless of Ghost or the AK-74U, whatever, I mean, they're actively trying to take care of our small community.
Yep.
Kudos to them, because they're getting so much hate from big YouTubers, fucking, calling for like heads on a pedestal because of Ghost and Second Chance and all that crap. But I mean, they're trying their damn hardest, and they've done so much to listen to the whole COD community, like the whole, When My Army Noob Tubes is gone. I've said this so many times, but they listen so much to every single YouTuber out there, and they fixed everything that was wrong with Modern Warfare 2, and now we're still bitching about it, so... I mean... Yeah,
but I mean, to Stuart's point earlier, like, we're bitching about stuff that is actually part of the game. Like, I can't...
Yep.
Like, Stuart was talking about Ghost, I think. I forget at some point, but, that's part of the game, is to have a perk that allows you to be unseen and to move around like a,
Absolutely,
ghost.
yeah.
Whatever.
The trouble is, with Modern Warfare 2, the explosives were part of the game. Danger Close was part of the game. And I don't think we've ever seen a COD game, go for the revisionist approach, like something like with the Battlefield series. I think DICE are a lot more keen to tweak the weapon damages.
Yep.
But with Call of Duty, we've never really seen that. They don't like changing stuff for fear of throwing the overall balance off. So I think, as far as Black Ops is concerned, we're never going to see a change for Ghost. We're never going to see any real change for Second Chance. It's always going to be a perk. They're not going to remove it. So, it's just part of the game, and I guess you've got to adapt.
And to be fair, I wouldn't want them at this point. Like, to me, it's a completely useless perk for my setup. There's no way I would ever run that unless, like, I'm, just prestiging and I have to, because it's the one thing on my... All I care about is that when I put someone down and Larry finishes them off, I get the points because Larry's trying to steal my kill.
Whoa,
Absolutely.
whoa.
That was very, very useful.
I don't finish anyone off, all right? I'm a dude. I'm a man. I'm a man's man. All right, Verbal?
Wait.
That's why Seb hates the patch, because
my name's fucking Matthew, okay?
No, it's
my
Seb.
gamer tag used to be Seb, and now people are calling me Seb for days, and it's pissing me off because
for days, buddy.
For days. Yeah, because it's
you're always going to be Seb for us. Like, you're done. It's you chose this, buddy. It's not our fault.
When we all meet up in New York City, I'm gonna call you Seb, and I'm gonna call Verbal, and you're not gonna. That's it. That's just how
I'm
I
just
roll.
not even gonna answer. I'm just gonna walk right past you.
That's fine.
I'm gonna call you Larry Legend right in the street. Hey, Larry Legend, and then you fucking turn
Dude,
around.
that's fine. I'll just give autographs, bro.
Give autographs. Actually, so Larry just gave away something that we've been kind of keeping secret, but I think it's pretty cool. We're actually going to do a live FNG in person. So the guys are all coming to New York City, and we're going to do it from my apartment here. When are we doing this? Like, it's mid-March sometime. So stay tuned for that later.
Yeah.
I need a heads up on that. Got to take some days off from work.
Yep. But that's going to be fun. FNG hits New York City hardcore, which would be fun. Larry, you got to bring your wife with you and your son. Like, I'm dying to meet them.
No.
God, your wife and I were having this conversation the other day. She's all upset that you're not going to take her with me. And I'm like, I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying to get you to come. And
dude, who am I going to get to watch my kid? Her family? No. My family? No. The most responsible person is my wife. That's who's going to watch my kid.
What the fuck is wrong with your family? I mean,
yeah, seriously, dude.
He's still young, dude. He's my little man, so I'm not going to let anyone watch him. He's almost 3.
Oh my god, grow up, fucker. Like come on, you can get like your fucking mom to babysit your kid for a weekend or something. When you have a
kid, you can talk to me, brother.
I'm not gonna have a kid, dude. I don't want kids.
Stuart, do you have kids?
I do not. No, I'm just a girlfriend for now.
You're living the dream, brother. You're living the dream.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to change.
Nice. There you go. See, one on my side.
Yep, me too, there, buddy. It's the 3 of us against Larry here. I'm afraid.
Well, the simple fact is that Verbal no longer can have kids because once you hit the impotency age, there's nothing you can do about that.
You realize you're like 3 years younger than me or 4 years younger than me. You realize that, right? Like, it's not exactly that big a deal.
Fucking light years away, dude.
Wow.
But I was debating whether or not to bring my girlfriend to New York, and I actually asked Larry. I was like, "Dude, you're bringing your wife?" And he's like, "Nope." So I'm like, "Okay, fine. I won't bring mine then, because I mean, it's gonna be boring as shit for her." So
wait, what the hell is Kate meant to do while you guys are here? Like, that's retarded. Bring your girlfriends. Bring your wives. Like, come on.
Tits or get the fuck out.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's get back on track here. So, Stuart, what happens when you finish all the guns? What do you do then? What does Xbox Ahoy do with his gun guide?
He buys the next game.
The first thing I'll do is I'll take a well-deserved break.
Good idea.
After that, I don't know. Obviously, there's other topics I could approach. There's equipment. There's maybe a look at the kill streak, stuff like that. I get a lot of requests for different aspects of the game like that. So I could cover that. Or, of course, there are other games. There's more than one shooter on the market. So whatever's maybe whatever's the second-tier game, maybe I could have a look at that. Maybe Battlefield or...
I feel your perspective is very interesting in that way, because you did this, like you were saying earlier, like you did this because you thought it'd be interesting and you'd make a website out of it and you'd get views. And then you found out about this YouTube community and got yourself, like, how many subs do you have now? Like, it's over 50,000. I remember congratulating you when you got that.
I actually broke 60,000 today.
Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
That's awesome.
You are growing faster than a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think.
All that and only one video a week. It's not bad going.
See, quality of content, guys. If anyone's looking to get into the commentary scene, you got to be unique and you got to do fucking good work. I mean, that's very, very clear from Stuart's work there. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but of course, I mean, there is a trade-off between quality and quantity.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you can absolutely, as long as your quality is up to a certain standard, you can compete on quantity. You know, if you're putting out regular good content, then of course you'll do well.
Yeah.
If you look at like the biggest YouTubers out there, they're all putting out either 1 to 2 videos a week, tops.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing, and they're putting out really high quality, 1080i or whatever it is, like high quality, high graphics or whatever. Like it's all high effort. It's not like they're not spamming your YouTube box with videos.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to remember that your subscribers are the people who watch your videos, and you've got to make them want to watch the videos that you put out. So quality is always it's a huge factor, and I think it's underrated. I think a lot of people sort of say to get popular, you need to get shout-outs, you need to put out regular content, but I think the core thing to do is to really ensure that your videos are entertaining.
Well, I think you're the exception to that rule. I mean, yes, going down the route of getting to know Woody's gamer tag and getting a dual com with him would obviously get you the Flux AD, perspective
Effect. The effect.
Yeah.
The Flux effect. Thank you. But at the same time, like it's not bullshit when people say, look, if you put your heart and soul into a video and make it the best goddamn thing anyone's ever seen, you'll get 60,000 subscribers. Like literally, how long have you had your YouTube channel at this point?
I started probably just before Modern Warfare 2 was released, and I started the Modern Warfare 2 Weapon Guide series, I think January 2010.
Wow, okay, so it's been a year, but you've got 60,000 subs in a year.
Yeah, he started at the exact same time I did.
Wow.
Yeah, and shut up.
Wow, dude, that sucks.
Yeah, motherfucker started same time I did, and he has... Wait, let me get a calculator out. What's 60 divided by 16? That's like
a
8
lot.
times my subs, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
But I mean, you just kind of look at it goes back to the quality over quantity. I mean, that's something to actually live by, and whether it's YouTube or real life going to do work, quality will always outperform quantity, no matter what you do, unless you're a prostitute. So. I think.
No, I agree with that. My boss is...
Or a cheap prostitute.
My boss is this 28-year-old young lady who is...
A prostitute?
Is she hot?
She is, actually. She's actually very hot.
Would you fuck her?
Oh, yeah.
This is on tape, buddy. Where's Kate?
Fuck, I'm scared. She's actually out, thank God. But she is like the smartest fucking woman on the planet. Like when it comes to what I do for a living and the industry I work in, when she starts talking in front of clients, in front of anyone, everyone in the entire room shuts up and listens. And you're right too. You learn through osmosis when you sit in the room with her.
Did they all get hard-ons?
Yeah, a lot of them, definitely.
Even the girls?
Probably, yeah. Not gonna lie. I mean, she's not perfect. She's not like fucking Madonna or something. No, Madonna's a bad example, but she's not. Whatever.
She's no Lindsay Lohan. Is that what you're saying? I mean, if you're gonna throw Madonna out there, jeez.
Lindsay Lohan works. She's pretty hot, but it's a very nice
Dude,
package.
she's like half your age. Come on, man.
Oh my god, Lindsay Lohan. How old is Lindsay Lohan? She's not fucking 16.
She's like 26, 27, I think.
No.
She's your age, for Christ's sake. Dear Lord.
Exactly.
Wait, where's your girlfriend?
She's up there. She can't hear me, dude.
Seb's about to. If you guys watch the last podcast, Seb's about to offer her a watch for certain benefits.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Those were back in the days, dude. All right. Let's go. Move on.
Time for one-uppers. Is that what we're our next?
I don't know. Is that what it is now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? So, Stuart, I know we've talked this through with you, but if you would like to participate and have a little story for us, you're more than welcome to, and we can get the stream to vote on who's the best one is, except for if you cheat and tweet it out like Woody did. Damn you, Woody! Is Woody listening?
I shall do no such tweeting, don't worry.
I'm going to call Woody out on that. But TryHard,
Oh my god, the world has stopped. XCal just posted a video. I'm sorry.
He's done like 2 this week, man. Pay attention.
I know, but whatever. We should get.
We're doing a podcast, and you're like browsing through. You're like, I'm kind of bored with these guys.
No, because I was on Twitter and XCal just whatever. Just go ahead.
Okay, so Larry, TryHard, you got a story or not?
I'll try to think of one, but I can't guarantee you guys anything because I got a boring life.
I got one.
All right, go for it, Mr. Larry.
All right, so I guess this story will be basically what happened is the background is I was getting ready to join the military, so I had a going away party, and at this going away party, it was at the local VFW. For you guys that don't know what that is, Veterans of Foreign Wars. My father-in-law is retired from the military, so he was a member there. We went there, had a good time, a bunch of food, good stuff like that, and then we had a party back at who's now my mother-in-law's house, but was my girlfriend's house at the time, which is where I was staying before I joined. And we just all got drunk and retarded. I was leaving like 2 or 3 days, I think. So we're all drinking, having a good time. We have plenty of people over, and a bunch of people ended up leaving. And my brother-in-law, who is like the king partier, which is my wife's brother, he ends up passing out early. So one of the things that we do, if you pass out early or leave, the party early, or everyone doesn't leave at the same time, is you get, dicks drawn on your forehead. So that's what we did. Me and my girlfriend go downstairs and we write with Expo or dry erase markers all over his, face, like I love dicks, and, big ball sack on his cheek or something like that, because he's passed the fuck out. So we go back upstairs and we're playing cards or something like that, and I'm absolutely shit-faced, and I pass out. So I actually wake up to my girlfriend, my wife at the time, is crying and trying to wake me up, and I'm like, whatever. I kind of wake up and I'm completely soaked. Like, not I piss myself, but I'm soaked with water. The bed, the walls, everything is soaked with water. What happened is my brother-in-law had woken up and gone in, taking a piss, and the bathroom downstairs had a full, huge mirror, and I guess he looked over while he's pissing, probably to admire himself, and he sees dicks all over his face in orange dry erase marker. So he was upset, blacked out, doesn't remember anything, walks outside, grabs the garden hose, walks inside all the way upstairs with the garden hose attached, water on, and sprays it all over everyone. So needless to say, I wake up, he pushed my girlfriend down, she was upset, crying, whatever. I run, wake up, blacked out. I really don't remember what I'm telling you at this point is kind of told back to me. I run up and we get in a physical altercation, or we're fighting each other, whatever. When I do remember waking up is when he had me blacked out. He made me pass out, choked me out, and I woke up when my girlfriend had fought him off and he woke up. So my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and her sister, they all come upstairs because they hear this huge ruckus, and they're trying to break us up. And I end up jumping over my mother-in-law, trying to punch him in the face, all this huge fight. And the next morning, I wake up, he doesn't remember anything. I'm pissed off at him. She's pissed off at him. He has no idea. He's cooking us breakfast because I'm leaving, 2 days later. He's a chef, by the way. And all said and done. So to make a long story short, I get to boot camp. And from when he was choking me out, I have these bruises all over my neck, all over my, neck, my chest, my arms, all over the place from us getting in this fight. And I caught shit for about 3 weeks saying that I got attacked by a vacuum. So They didn't believe I got in a fight. They just thought I got attacked by a bunch of vacuums.
Nice.
So verbal. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, that was long. I think I forgot the beginning of your story by the end of it.
It's all right. Let's see what you got.
It's like you talk too much. Maybe your name should be verbal. I was 17 and I was at a friend's house. She had a pretty fucking ridiculously big house and we had a huge party there. I'm upstairs in like one of the back. It was actually kind of like the servants' quarters from maybe years and years and years before, and this like that part had become her house, her part of the house because she was a teenager. It had like a very small little living room area that was like her lounge just for her friends. And the party was raging throughout the whole house. And I'm up there with a good buddy of mine and this girl that he's not really banging because we're only like 17, 18, but they would go and do stuff. So he turns to me and he's like, yo, can you just make sure no one walks into this room for the next, however long this is going to take me? Like
3 minutes?
3 minutes, exactly. So he walks in and, she blows him. And he comes out literally like, 30 seconds later. And he looks at me, he's like, cheers, lad. I'm drinking a beer, and he's like, do you want another one? I'll get you another one. And that was like, it's a trek to get another beer. So that was, hey, thanks for looking and making sure no one walked in. I'll get you a beer. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, sure, why not? I'll wait for the girl. I knew her, and I was like, I'll make sure that, she's all good. So a minute later, she comes out, and her blouse is a little bit fucked up, and she's, her hair is everywhere, and she's, patting herself down, making sure she looks right. She looks at me, and she goes, do I look okay? And I'm like, yeah, you look fine. So we walk like literally down the hall, and another one of our friends comes around, and he's drunk off his ass. He comes over and he starts talking to her, and I'm like, well, it's not like the first friend of mine had any dibs or is going out with, like, there's no relationship here. It doesn't matter. Like, all she did is blow him. It's not that big a deal. So I sort of back off and I step away just momentarily. Within 30 seconds, they're necking, like they're full on, kissing and all the rest of it.
Hold on. Did you say they're necking?
Yeah, dude, like
you old bastard.
Yeah,
you old
that only
bastard.
happened in the fucking 70s.
Fuck you too. So they stopped necking, making out for you young kids, and she turns around and she walks away and she gives me one of those glances of yes, that's right. I just gave one of your friends head and then kissed another one of your friends.
Oh wait! Does that mean that your second friend kissed her mouth that had just had your other guy's dick?
I love it when I'm about to tell the punchline of the story and Seb tries to steal it from me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He walks over to him and he's like, wow, she tasted salty.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking.
That's fucking disgusting.
That's pretty nasty.
I have never let Chris live that down for like every single time we go out. It's brought up in some way, shape, or form.
No, but wait. Like, does he know? Like,
of course he knows. Are you kidding me? That's the first thing I said. She just gave Tim head like 30 seconds ago, you dickhead.
Oh my God.
And he's all pissed at me as well. He's like, "What the fuck didn't you tell me that?" And I'm like, "You didn't exactly give me a chance, dude."
You know what, dude? Like, I bet you she knew exactly what she was doing.
Oh, of course she did. That's why she gave me that sort of guilty, yeah, I'm a slut type look.
Oh God. I'm not even sure I want to do a story. I just want to give it to fucking verbal now.
Stuart, though, we have one slot. If you have a story you feel like sharing, feel free.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not that much of a storyteller, but I mean, I've had a few drunken exploits. I could probably relay something.
Oh my God, this is gonna be epic.
Yeah, go for it.
He wins
don't get
already.
your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
No. Like,
but
just you talking is epic. So go ahead.
well, once upon a time, I was a student, and well, of course, I did what students do in the UK, at least, and we drink. Given that the legal drinking age is 18, we can get away with it. Not like in America where it's 21 and you have to beg, steal, and borrow until that point. We can, we can.
Since I was 13.
Well, I mean, of course, in Britain we start drinking pretty much in the cradle, but.
Yep.
But of course, as a student, getting drink isn't a problem, and well, we've also got a lot of free time. So we came up with drinking games, and me and a buddy, just the two of us, we're having a quiet night in the pub. I think it was Tuesday night or something, nothing special. And we think, how about we get really shit-faced? Let's play a drinking game. And I know this probably sounds pretty gay, but it's not.
No, sure. We have drinking games in the US that I've only learned about since I've come here. Like, have you ever heard of a game called Beirut or beer pong?
Beer pong I've heard of, yes. Beirut I haven't.
What about asshole?
Same. Beirut's the same thing. It's just different names for it around the country. But
Anyway, we'd already had a couple of pints of lager, but we decided to play a drinking game in the most literal sense. We decided to drink one shot of every spirit in the bar.
holy shit! How are you still alive?
Well, we shall see. Now, this was a student bar. This wasn't some high-class joint. I mean, so we were maybe talking about 20 different shots. But the trouble was, it was 9:30 and the bar shut at 11. So we had 90 minutes to do 20 shots, which, it sounds feasible, but there's some nasty shots. So we start off on the easy stuff. We do, the vodkas, the rums, the whiskeys, and they're fine. It's just spirits. We get progressively more drunk. But what we've done is we've left some of the nastier stuff towards the end. And anyway, it gets on to the point. We've actually done all of the top shelf stuff, and we're onto like the sort of the random bottles scattered on the bar. So the more obscure spirits, the cream liqueurs, and the sour shots. And it gets to the point what we've got. It's literally last orders. We've got 10 minutes, and we've got 9 shots to do.
Dear God.
So what we do is, we go to the bar and we say, 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those each. And what there were 3 cream liqueurs, 3 sour liqueurs, and, martini,
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
God.
and the thing is, they were served in double shots, so they were 50 ml. Everything else was 25 ml, but these 3, it was Martini Rosso, Martini Bianco, and Martini Dry. So we had these 9 shots each, 10 minutes, and we basically just necked them one by one. So I think we did the martini first, then we did the sour shots, and then we did the creamy ones to finish. Kind of like a dessert. And of course, we did this. Anybody can do a shot. It's simple enough. Knock them back, and then there you go. Job's a good one. We've done the gauntlet. That's what we call it. You see, the gauntlet. Start at the top, work to the bottom. Every shot in the bar, if you can manage it. And everything was sitting pretty. Great. Okay. Right. Time to go home. Hang on a minute.
Uh-oh.
I think it was the fusion of the creamy liqueur with the, shall we say, the sour liqueurs, and it caused a bit of a curdling in the stomach.
Oh, God.
And to have drunk, about half a litre of this very strongly alcoholic liquid, had done something to my insides. Needless to say, I deposited a large amount of vomit right on the table.
No, right in the pub, right there?
Right there, yes. I was completely taken by surprise. I was like, okay, I feel okay. Oh, no, wait, I don't feel okay. And then all of a sudden, vomit.
Wow.
That's the perfect way to pick up chicks.
Well, the best thing is, I went to the bathroom to clean myself up, and I felt pretty good after that. I thought, don't feel so bad now. I feel like I've purged my system. But while I was in the toilet, my friend, he was still sat at the table, and the bouncer came up to him and said, "Here, mate, is that yours?" He actually took the blame for me.
No.
True bro,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think the bouncer said to him, "Don't do it again, mate."
All right.
Wow.
All right, that's not too bad, actually.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's just the time that I drank every spirit in the bar and vomited on the table. That's about as exciting as my stories get.
That's pretty impressive. I remember we would always talk about doing that at the university, but no one was actually dumb enough to actually do it.
That was actually the second time I did it, although the first time I attempted the gauntlet, I didn't complete it. I think I made it up to a score of about 16 shots. And it was actually fine.
Oh, God.
But, just doing the 9 shots in 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it was tipped me over the edge, and especially as I had 2 pints of beer in me as well.
Wow, man, that's pretty impressive. So
yeah.
Usually at this point, if you hadn't told a story, we would let you choose. But considering you haven't, we'll let the stream choose whoever wins. So stream, if you wouldn't mind just shouting out either Verbal, Xbox Ahoy, or Larry, and letting us know who wins. I don't actually have the stream open because we try not to interact with it too much. But T can pretty much let us know who won this one.
Stuart.
Well, my vote's for Verbal, if that helps.
T saying looks like Verbal by a nose. Did I actually win one finally?
No. I'm fucking spamming Stu's name on the stream. Hold on.
Nice. Thanks, Seb. Awesome. I think, but most of the Xbox Ahoys or Stuarts are all repeats from Seb going, yeah, Stuart, don't let Verbal win one. Don't let Verbal win one.
I don't know. Like, it looks close, but
Dude, if anyone's voting for Verbal, it's because they've been Verbal's buddy before. That's all I'm saying.
all right. Are we? Do we have? No, I don't want to do this.
You don't want to do what?
I don't want to give you the win, dude. It's like a thing.
So, Xbox, sure, I don't know if you paid attention, but every once in a while, I would tell a fairly decent story on my channel. So that was kind of the genesis of doing these one-up stories. Not only that, but obviously Woody and the team do it on PKA. And since then, I have not won one of these damn fucking one-up me's ever. Not one. So I kind of suck at this shit.
See, look, it's Xbox. No, wait.
It's pretty close, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a tie.
Yeah, can we call it a tie?
I'm down with that.
All right, so it's a tie between Stuart and Verbal.
Thank God I beat Larry. That's all I give a shit about.
You know what I find funny is Paintball Kitty said, vomit beats BJ breath any day.
It was a lot of vomit as well. It completely covered the table. It was a big table. It could probably seat about maybe 6 to 8 people.
Wow.
Oh, my, and you...
Did you clean it up, or did you have like the bar wench clean it up?
I made a hasty retreat after I came out the bathroom.
Nice. Well done. And we're out of here, lads. Let's go.
Yeah, seriously. Like, who the fuck cleans up their own mess after they're drunk?
All right, so I've got a question for you, just going off on random tangents again, because I realize there's a lot of other questions that people have been asking us, and one of them, again, comes from our buddy Ask a Capper or Chuck. And I think this is really interesting, because you do so much effort into your videos. Like, if you come from the perspective of, I want everyone to watch my videos because they're going to be awesome, what do you then consider to be awesome that you want to go watch? So who are some of your favorite commentators?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. I like quite a few guys, actually. Who do I watch? Do you know, I don't necessarily like people who put in a similar amount of effort to me. I like a lot of the regular commentators. A few of my favorites. I mean, of course, I like Wings of Redemption. He's I actually love his commentary. He's a really good commentator. And, he tells an interesting story every so often. I also like some of the British guys. I like Pyrotos. He's a straight-up guy. Yep. And I love the fact that he uses slightly more zany weapon loadouts on occasion as well. Other than that, I don't know. I listen to a mix of stuff.
I was going to ask, are you a fan of Sam 5000?
Yeah, I've watched some of his stuff. Yeah, I mean...
I just feel like it's similar, not the same, but similar in terms of the amount of effort he puts into his map attacks is just...
Oh, yes. Yes, I've watched quite a few of his map attacks. And yeah, I would have to say that they are a very well-produced series as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's
really nice to see stuff like that being done, with a bit of professionalism. Because I mean, end of the day, I mean, we are producing entertainment here, and so it's sometimes worth putting the effort in.
Clearly, I mean, because if you're getting 60,000 subscribers in a year, that's kudos to you, big man. To be honest, I feel like you're like the walking, talking example of content is king, and you put everything into your content, and you will get subscribers because people want to watch stuff that's good, and that's what you put out.
It's especially critical when you're starting out, you can't really rest on any laurels because you don't have any. You've got to put your best stuff out to get noticed.
Yeah, so, it's not like someone's going to unsub to Wings or Woody at this point if they put out like a mediocre, not that they would, but if they would do, it's like you're saying, it's like, it's okay. One video can go by and we're probably not going to unsub to you, but if you're starting out that way, probably not the best way.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a little sad because obviously you don't have any subscribers when you start out, and to put the effort into great content and not get massive views, it can be a little bit disheartening. But to be honest, you've just got to do it. You've just got to put your whole heart into it to begin with, and don't worry about subscriber counts or view counts or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're just numbers.
All right, so I've got two last questions for you. First of all, if you play on Xbox or PS3, or do you have both consoles? Or
I only have an Xbox. I've considered getting a PS3, and I probably should at some point. But no, I mean, the Xbox is actually the only console I've ever owned.
Interesting.
All right. Here's this last question I have to pop out, and okay, because it's in the stream. But would you suck a dick for $1 million?
Oh my god!
This is addressed to all of you guys.
Can we make it £1 million?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, why not?
See,
no
thank you, Stuart.
fucking way.
Thank you, Stuart.
No
Thank you.
fucking way.
Dude, that would be
Ever.
A million,
Ever.
dude. A million. Okay, if it's £1 million, how much is a pound? That's like $2.50, right?
It's like $2.5 million.
Dude,
No, it's
two.
not.
Quite that much,
No,
but
it's
yeah,
not. It's
outrageous.
like 1.6, 1.7.
Yeah, something like that.
No fucking way.
Oh my god.
No way. Ever.
All right, so I'm going to say no as well, but let me explain why. So TryHard, like the amount of money you pay for decent places to live around where I live, like $1 million, £1 million isn't going to cut it. Like if you were talking 100 million, then maybe I start thinking about it.
Oh
But $1
my
million,
God.
fucking like, come on.
I wouldn't even consider if Bill Gates offered me his fortune.
What?
No
You're
fucking way.
just an idiot, dude. You're just no.
I'm not an idiot. I'm perfectly content with my life. I don't need to go sucking dick for money, bro.
It's one penis. Just put it in your mouth, and here's some money.
The difference between Canada and America,
Oh,
right there.
No.
Think about how mentally that's going to scar you, though. That's not.
Oh my god.
It's
At
not.
the end of the day, it's just a piece of meat. I mean, I've had a few dodgy kebabs in my time. That's all I'm saying.
I think
And
we
I
have
paid
to call
for
this
that
a
privilege.
podcast. Like that was the best comment I've ever heard. That was amazing.
Oh god.
No, but I mean, it's okay. It's probably not
Oh,
a thing
piece
you would
of
like
meat.
to. Yeah, I mean, it's just a.
Sip,
It's a-
really, do you think this detracts from the gay comments you get, or do you think it's going to increase them?
Yeah, he's got a point. You're just going to get more shit right now.
I only get.
I'll
to
tell you,
those-
if anyone has $1 million, and you know,
Oh no!
in
Wait, go
touch.
go.
Feeling a little horny?
for $1 million, man.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Like,
Oh, nope. I'll wait till my kid gets rich. That's what I'll do.
Nice.
I'll-
Yeah, well, good luck waiting.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I'll wait until I die. I don't care. I am not putting a penis in my mouth. Seb, sinner.
okay, wait. Larry, how much would it take for you to put a penis in your mouth? Like, what's the amount?
There's no amount of money. Ever.
There's no amount. Okay, what about you, Verbal? What's your amount?
Nah, yeah. The mental scarring thing. I don't like. I can't. Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking you to fucking like blow him for like fucking 40 minutes. Just put it in your mouth.
Close your eyes if you like.
See, the problem is now I'd be laughing as I did it because in the back of my mind, there's fucking Stuart talking to me, going, "It's just a piece of meat. It's just a piece of meat."
Okay, wait. What if I tell you guys that nobody is gonna know about this ever? Like, this is in a closed room. It's just you on your knees and some big fucking huge dick man.
Okay, so let me explain what just happened to me. So a friend of mine just pinged me on Skype who's listening into the podcast, and this is what his message to me is. He's like, eventually you'd have to explain where you got that cash, though. I mean, he's got a point. Like, fucking, like, he's got a point.
No, but you just won the lottery. That's fine. I mean, like, it's just you in a closed room. Nobody's ever gonna know about this.
So
There's
anyway,
$1 million.
moving on quickly,
No,
next week's
no.
guest is...
No. There's $1 million on a table, or whatever amount you need. There's that amount on a table right there. The guy is standing there with the huge heart on, and you're just like, dude.
I would punch him in the dick, take the money, and run.
No,
That's what
shut
I
up.
do.
No. You have to like.
Those aren't the rules. Those aren't the rules.
Fuck
He's
that.
got-
Those are Larry's rules.
No, he's so huge he can kick your ass. So he's just
No.
like, just put it in your mouth once, and here's your money.
God, what kind of life did you have growing up? This
I'm
is
just
awful.
asking you a question. Just answer it, dude. I mean, just
No, there's no amount of money.
No?
No.
all right.
What about you, Seb? What is
life-changing
it?
amount.
Fucking pennies?
I'll
Nickels?
do it. I'll do it for $1 million. Yeah,
Oh God!
I'll do it for $1 million.
You're such a
I think $1 million is
fag.
a good entry.
Yeah, like, you don't understand how much, like, it's really hard for people to comprehend the value of $1 million, but, like, if you use that money right in, like, the society that we are, at least in my society up in Quebec, I could probably retire off $1 million.
Oh my God, no way. See, that's the difference, though, and it's not just about the amount of money, but like forget what we're doing. the thing for the money is, but like $1 million is just nowhere near that amount in New York City. Like it's not. It's fucking rent for a year, basically. It's
You see, for me, in my case, $1 million would be like, that would be freedom. I could start doing these videos full time, and I could grow my channel and just concentrate on that without having to worry about mortgage payments or anything like that.
yeah.
See, Stuart's got it. See,
Every time, if I did that, every time I'd be shaving in the mirror, I'd just be picturing myself sucking dick, and I just couldn't go through with that.
not. Okay, what if? Okay, how about this? What if you could have that tool from the Matrix?
Oh my god!
No, wait, it's not the Matrix. No, wait, what's that? The Men in Black. You know that tool that they flash your eyes with and they erase your memory?
You get to ask no more questions ever.
Yeah,
I'll just say
you're
that
done
right now.
You're done, Canada.
I suck. All right.
It's a piece of meat. Thank you, Stuart. So next week we should be having someone who's I don't know. I think he's one of the coolest guys on Xbox, and he's a good friend of the T Martin, Woody, and team, and he's one of the ones we haven't had yet. So Taylor or Mercadurka is scheduled. I'm going to confirm with him during the week, but we've been trying to get him on, and we were meant to have him this week, but then with the Super Bowl and having Stuart on, it just made more sense to have him on a Saturday night because we're going to have to do it. So, guys, we'll be back next Sunday night, 9 p.m., just like regular, and it should be Mercadurka. But if you want to know for certain, follow me on Twitter, and that should be it. But Stuart, man, thanks so much for coming on. It's been such a blast chatting.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, for real, dude. Awesome podcast.
I bet you Mercadurka sucks a dick for $1 million. Write that down in your topics, Verbal.
We're writing that one down. That's going to be like the first question for him. So,
Suck a dick for $1 million. Yep.
Guys, this has been FNG episode 14.
Yep.
14. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.
Seb loves dicks.
For $1 million.
It's just a piece of meat.